This is Lucy saying hello and welcome once again to my channel, Loyatobs Creations. Now, last week I spoke about how to make the perfect wire loop using your wire and your round nose pliers, most of all. Remember, I spoke about marking your round nose pliers to give you a consistent size of loop. Now, things have been made easy with the introduction of what I call a magic tool, and it's called the one-step looper. You can get them to buy on eBay, virtually anywhere, Amazon, wherever you look, you'll get them to buy. By using these tools, it makes your work very easy and you'll be quick at what you're making. Now, these are the tools in front of me. They come in different sizes. These are two that I have. This is the 2.5 looper, and what it does is to make your loops come out at 2.5 millimeters. This is another one. This is bigger. This is the 3 mm looper, and it makes your loops come out a bit bigger than the 2.5. There's maybe according to preference of the size of your loop, or maybe the size of the bead. If your beads are quite big, you'll probably use a big hole looper, and if they're smaller, you might use the 2.5. So sometimes it comes down to a matter of preference. Sometimes it depends on the size of your beads. So let me show you how it works. If you hold the looper and look at the front of the looper, that is where they've printed the size of the loop. You will see that there is a space in the front here. That is what we're going to use. And on the side, there's a hole. So let's take our head pin. We have one head pin here with the bead. We first of all put it through the side that when you press comes up, and then you put the end of the head pin through the hole so that it comes out like this. It's like this. So what you do is to hold on to the end of your bead with the head pin coming out through the hole, and you press. You press so that it cuts off the excess and gives you a loop. Now, sometimes the loops are not closed, as you can see. They're not closed. So you will use your round nose plier to just squeeze it a little bit to close it. Close it as tight as you can so that you have this. Now, this is the 2.5. Let's use the 3 and see the difference in size. You put the head pin the same way through the hole, and then hold the end of the head pin firmly and then squeeze. As I said, sometimes it doesn't come out fully closed, so you close it, and that's the 3. You can see that it's bigger than the 2.5, which is what it's meant to do. So you now decide on what size you want to use depending on your project. Now, instead of using the round nose plier, I'm going to use this bracelet, this one, and I'm going to use 20 gauge wire. I'm using 20 because the beads are a bit heavy, so I want it to be secure, strong enough, so I'm going to use 20. This is wire by Beadsmith wire elements, and it's non-tarnish wire, gold color, so that is what I'm going to use. So first of all, I'm going to need about 8 lengths of wire, and the beads are 2 sizes. These are barrel beads and these are pearls. So what I'm going to do
is to measure out 2.5 inches in 4 places. First of all, remember your flush cutters to cut the wire. So I've got 2.5 in 4 places. And then I need 2 inches in 4 places as well. I'm using this to straighten my wire. And these are nylon covered tools so that the wire will not scratch. So I need 2 inches in 4 places as well. So to do this, you need your beads.
Your charm, if you want to put a charm. I have a lobster clasp, which is 18. I like the large one, so this is 18 mm, and the closure, and some small accent beads that I want to use. So this is what I'm going to use. So let's start. So I need to put the accent bead.
Okay, and now I'll do some pearls. I want to put all of them, loop all of them, and then I'll connect them. Okay, now let's see.
Remember, I always like my beads, my loops to face the same way. So you join all your loops together. And then you measure to see what you have. This is about 7.5. So at the end of the day, when I add my clasp, it's going to be about 8.25, which is still fine. If it's too long, then you reduce your beads. But in this instance, I'm going to leave it as it is. So you just add your clasp, close the loop, open the loop of the last one, add it to the clasp, and then close. Now I'd like to put a charm. Since I've got pearls in it, I've got a pearl charm here. I fixed the flat pearl inside a couple. So I'm using an 8mm jump ring. So it's quite strong. So that's why I'm using it. And then I'm going to put it onto the end here. You can put the charm anywhere you like, but I'm putting it onto the end here. And close. You could also use a split ring if you like. Remember, split rings give you a more safety sort of place so that they don't open. Jump rings have the tendency to pull open if care is not taken, but this is quite strong. So I'm going to use, sorry, it's not closed. I'm going to use this So that is the loop bracelets that I'm wearing here. Quick. The looper makes it so quick to do. So if I had like 6 or 7 or 8 or whatever to do of the same bracelets, I would have finished it in no time, no stress. So that is why I call the magic looper, first step, the one-stop looper, a magic tool. So that's what we have for this week. And next week I'll be back with something else. Remember, my videos come out every Friday at 7 p.m. And once you subscribe to the channel, whenever a video is out with the one-step looper in this one, so thanks for watching. I'll be back next week with something else. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Our videos come out every Friday at 7 p.m. So once you subscribe, you'll be alerted to any new video that is on the channel. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.